viewers, you're watching 6 Stories at 6 and I am Rakshita Mishra with you this Saturday evening. Let's get started with the top stories that we have lined up for you today in this edition. Now viewers, this is the big story. The absolute mess at the Salt Lake Stadium, viewers. It was a messy welcome for the Argentinian football legend. We'll tell you what really happened. Now, the stories, the different angles that we're covering is number one is how the stadium has been vandalized. This was a well-marketed, publicized event that went crashing down right on its very, very first leg. This was the opener in the City of Joy in Kolkata. Now, we're also going to tell you how the fanfare was replaced by fury. The fans, in fact, were in absolute outrage, viewers. The vandalism that happened at the Salt Lake City is something that the world is now covering, and that's absolute humiliation. There's a political blame game that's also erupted now over it. Fans have turned furious, and why not? We'll tell you why. Because their hard-earned money has gone to waste. For a mere blink and miss appearance, they wasted their precious time and hard-earned money. And it was only the VIPs who, in fact, grabbed the limelight. They, in fact, surrounded Messi and could click the pictures, and probably for free. We also get you how the political parties are now putting the blame. Now, BJP is blaming the TMC for mismanagement. Meanwhile, the TMC says, Mamata Banerjee says that she apologizes to fans and Messi, and she has now set up an inquiry commission. Also, we will get you more stories from across the country, from down south. The Deepam Rao, Kartikai Deepam Rao is intensifying. Today saw silent protests by Hindu groups. We'll tell you more, but let's start with the mess in Kolkata. What was meant to be a dream come true moment for Indian football fans, young, old, everybody, it turned into scenes of shocking chaos and destruction. A much awaited fan event during Lionel Messi's visit to Kolkata spiraled completely out of control, exposing the massive lapses in planning, in crowd management and security. Now, at the Salt Lake Stadium, excitement quickly gave way to anger as disappointed fans alleged that they barely got a glimpse of the football icon. More in this report.
What looked like a much-awaited fans event soon turned into a chaotic canvas. Fan frenzy transforming into sheer fury as the mismanagement stood exposed. We show you frame by frame the mess after Messi's visit. Frame 1. Fans start throwing bottles. Frame 2. Stadium chairs vandalized. Frame 3. Tent set ablaze. Frame 4. Chairs thrown at police. Frame 5. Fans with lathis.
And you can see their anguish, their anger, their curiosity are all at the example here. You can just see the spot, the bucket chair of Yuva Bharati Pirangan here on the spot, the water bottles. If you see the stone pelting was also there. This stone pelting was also there. You can see the food packets. The food packets are also the foods are also thrown inside the stadium from the gallery. If you can see these are the food items are also inside and the water bottles are all around. You can see all there, the stadium. Now you can see the police officials. The police officials are there. The paramilitary force are there. The RAF also is there. So the forces has been employed inside the stadium.
On your screens, the utter chaos at Kolkata's Salt Lake Stadium. Hoardings were ripped and the stadium nearly destroyed. Anguished fans flooded the pitch of the stadium, throwing bottles, vandalizing chairs as security personnel and organizers stood clearly outnumbered. Fans came from parts of the country to get a glimpse of Lionel Messi, waited for hours. But as fans claim, Messi was in the stadium for less than 15 minutes. Disappointed, fans erupted into fury. Allegations have surfaced of ministers and their children posing with Lionel Messi, but most fans couldn't even get a glimpse. Fans spending thousands on a single ticket, most of them unable to have a clear view of the star footballer, and a canvas of complete chaos erupted at the Salt Lake Stadium.
500 आदमी घेर के रखा मेसी को, सब नेता भी नेता लोग, हम लोग को क्यों बुलाया? ये देखिए टिकट, 10 आदमी लोग, क्या करने आएंगे हम लोग? पब्लिक मतलब बेवकूफ है बंगाल में.
The minimum ticket was 5K, and why were the VVIPs around Messi? We couldn't even see him, we couldn't even get a glimpse of him. So why was this scripted? I don't know. Why weren't the police taking action? I don't know anything. Everyone was furious. Everyone was very furious. I have nothing to say. I need Shatadru to give us the answer. We want the refund. We want the refund.
Angry fans didn't spare even the police. Security personnel were targeted in a rampage by the anguished fans as a prestigious event for the Indian football lovers concluded in embarrassment for the country.
So the Messi mania, the magic of Messi as they call it all descended into violence in Kolkata with shocking visuals that came in from inside the stadium. Republic TV was inside the stadium, showed you those reports. Fans breached security, vandalized property, took on the police, raising questions over crowd management as well. The organizer has finally been arrested as he was en route. He was en route to the airport. He was going for the next event that is going to happen in Hyderabad tonight. We do not know what's going to happen. In a short while from now, we'll get some clarity on that. But the fans are not at all happy. This, ladies and gentlemen, is actually embarrassment for this city and for the country of when an international star arrives and the fans go on a rampage.
The fury of fans spilling into the stadium. Barricades breached, security overwhelmed, and crowd control collapsing within minutes. Public property damaged beyond control. Stadium seats ripped out, chairs broken and hurled, turning the arena into a zone of destruction. Chairs hurled at police personnel, a complete lack of fear as fans took over the stadium armed with sticks and broken furniture.
See the bucket chairs, the stadium, the spectator who came to see Lionel Messi, the mega star here. This is the bucket chairs of the stadium. They have been thrown, they have been vandalized. The food items are also here. You can see this if you go through the stadium. The bucket chair pieces are there. The entire stadium, they were furious when Lionel Messi for just 20 to 25 minutes he just stayed.
What was meant to be a football celebration ended in vandalism and mayhem. Questions are now raised over crowd management, security planning, and accountability. Fans came from across the country to get a glimpse of Lionel Messi. They waited for hours. But as fans claim Messi was in the stadium for less than 15 minutes, disappointed fans erupted into fury. Angry fans didn't spare even the police. Security personnel were targeted in a fury by the anguished fans as a prestigious event for the Indian football lovers concluded in embarrassment for the country.
All right, so what was supposed to be a very, very important, historic day for football fans in India, in Kolkata, it all ended in anger and chaos and very ugly scenes now. Now, thousands who paid around 10,000 rupees to catch a glimpse of their football legend, their icon, Lionel Messi, they were all left disappointed when the superstar failed to, probably meet the fans. In fact, these were tickets that started from around 4,000 rupees, went up to 10,000, 18,000 rupees, even 25,000 rupees. So this was the cost, but was it worth? Well, that is what has disappointed the fans. Take a look at this report as we delve into more details.
High expectations, expensive tickets, and a messy management. Kolkata's long-anticipated meetup with Argentine legend Lionel Messi unraveled soon after it began. Messi, in India, as part of his GOAT tour, was forced to cut short his lap of honor at the Salt Lake Stadium in Kolkata after the crowd became unmanageable. When the football fans in Kolkata failed to see globally famous football star Lionel Messi in an event they spent a fortune, their excitement turned into anger. The end result? Chaos, vandalism, and angry and disappointed fans.
If you can see the bucket chairs, the stadium, the spectator who came to see Lionel Messi, the mega star here. This is the bucket chairs of the stadium. They have been thrown, they have been vandalized. The food items are also here. You can see this. If you go through the stadium, the bucket chair pieces are there. The entire stadium, they were furious when Lionel Messi, for just 20 to 25 minutes, he just stayed inside the stadium and just left. And the entire program, the India tour program of Lionel Messi, along with Luis Suarez and Rodrigo de Paul, has been made by the Shatadru Datta, his initiative, and the state government was also involved in this.
If I had been in Messi's position, I would have done the same, seeing the utter chaos. The management, the authorities, absolutely rubbish. All of the people that you see here, we all love football. Genuinely, we wanted to see Messi a glimpse, but it was a total scam. We want our money back, to be honest, and Mr. Shatadru Datta, who's the main person behind this event, he did a good job, but unfortunately the management was so bad. It is a black day for Kolkata. Kolkata is known for football, and we love football, we love Argentina, but this experience is absolutely a scam.
Lionel Messi's blink and miss 22-minute appearance left fans fuming.
Actually, we have given so much money for this event, and the most important thing is that Messi has come for this event, and what message we have given to the Messi, this government, this sports minister. I am seeing the sports minister is clicking selfie with Messi, and everyone is trying to manage the people, but for these people the engagement is happening into the ground. And what message we have given to the Messi, what message he has been taken to from the India. This is the main thing from the Calcutta. Nothing has been happened. Shah Rukh Khan hasn't came. I don't know about Shah Rukh Khan, the chief minister. These are all dignitaries, but it's very shameful for the absolute event management, and I would say the government as well.
As tempers rose, bottles were hurled, and security officials swiftly escorted the football icon off the field within minutes.
Yeah, that was really disappointing. We came all the way from Darjeeling just for this. We paid like 12,000, and the people around them, like Messi, we couldn't even see him properly. That was like the most disappointing thing I have ever witnessed. India will remain the same. It's like this tour and all.
What was supposed to be once-in-a-lifetime moment ended in vandalism and chaos, leaving Kolkata fans disappointed, angry, and demanding answers.
What Was promised as a once-in-a-lifetime moment for football fans, it turned into a night of anger, chaos, heartbreak, and thousands paid hefty amounts to see Messi, only to return disappointed. Now, without even a proper glimpse of their superstar, ministers, celebrities, VIPs, they all crowded around the football legend. Ordinary fans, the common fan, felt cheated. They felt sidelined, looted in the name of celebration, what they now call a scam. Ladies and gentlemen, what unfolded at the Salt Lake Stadium has now raised serious questions over mismanagement, fancy privilege, and betrayal of fans' trust. Here's more.
Thousands of football fans walked into Salt Lake Stadium, many calling it a dream they'd waited years and paid heavily for. That dream lasted barely 10 minutes. Fans expressed they could not even get a glimpse of football icon Lionel Messi. From the galleries, spectators said that they could hardly see Messi at all, as ministers, organisers, and VIP guests crowded tightly around him on the field.
We are very disappointed because हम अपने it's a weekend right for the children and we came that my child was so excited कि हम मेसी को देखेंगे पर हम मेसी को नहीं देखे. It was full disappointment, and it's a scam I think for people around. Shouldn't be doing. And Messi जब वो ground में आए तो everybody surrounded him, so there was no space that we could हम देखे मेसी को.
Several fans described the moment as heartbreaking, saying that while the ministers clicked photos, those who paid thousands were pushed to the margins. Fans claimed that the giant screens meant to compensate for distance offered no relief, and many couldn't even locate Messi on the field. As chants of Messi, Messi and We Want Messi grew louder, frustration spread across the stadium when it became obvious that the dreams of numerous fans won't be fulfilled. One supporter called the event absolutely terrible, saying that there was no penalty kick, no interaction, and no effort to acknowledge the fans' presence.
एकदम घटिया इवेंट 10 मिनट के लिए आया, सारे नेता मंत्री कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिसर सब उनको घेर लिए, कुछ नहीं देख पाए, ना एक किक आउट करवाया, ना एक पेनल्टी लिया, कुछ नहीं किया. शाहरुख खान को भी लाना का बोला था, कुछ नहीं लाया, 10 मिनट के लिए आया, चला गया.
One fan expressed gratitude at Messi's visit even continued amid this mismanagement mishap.
Yes, so that was actually really unfortunate what happened. I did not expect such a commotion in any place, not especially Kolkata, anywhere. So I am, even if I think from, putting myself in Messi's position, the fact that he's coming to Hyderabad after all that is very, very good, and actually I appreciate the fact that he's coming. If I would have been in his position, maybe I would have cancelled the entire thing going forward.
Fans also alleged blatant VIP culture, claiming ministers and their families enjoyed close access, while genuine supporters were left unseen and unheard.
क्या होगा? 500 आदमी घेर के रखा मेसी को, सब नेता अभिनेता लोग. हम लोग को क्यों बुलाया? ये देखिए टिकट, 10 आदमी लोग. क्या करने आएंगे हम लोग? पब्लिक मतलब बेवकूफ है बंगाल में. देख लीजिए 10,000 रुपए का टिकट है, 12,000 रुपए का. एक शक्ल नहीं देख पाया उनका हम लोग. सब नेता लोग घोर के रखा है उसको पूरा एकदम.
Bottles and plastic chairs were thrown as emotions boiled over. Sponsor hoardings were ripped down and barricades were also damaged. The claims also said that the charges were 150 rupees for a mere water bottle and 200 rupees for a small cold drink.
सिकंदराबाद से आया यहाँ पे मेसी को देखने के लिए. असल में हम लोग टिकट मिले तक लेट हो गया. टिकट नहीं मिलने से हम लोग यहाँ एयरपोर्ट को आए देखने के लिए. मेसी आ रहा तो फुटबॉल लेजेंड है अर्जेंटीना का, तो इट्स लाइक अ ड्रीम कम ट्रू फॉर अस, फॉर फुटबॉल फैंस. मेरा एक गुजारिश है तेलंगाना डिपार्टमेंट से, जैसा कोलकाता में मिसमैनेजमेंट की वजह से मेसी को जल्दी जाना पड़ा, जैसा पे वो चीज़ें फेंके. मेरी गुजारिश है कि तेलंगाना सिक्योरिटी से यहाँ पे थोड़ा मैनेजमेंट सही रखे और इस इवेंट को एक सक्सेसफुल इवेंट बना के रखे.
Meeting Messi came at a cost. Organisers were offering a 10 lakh meet and greet package, putting a simple handshake far out of reach for most fans. Several demanded full refunds, calling the entire program a scam rather than a celebration of football.
The minimum ticket was 5K, And why were the VVIPs around Messi? We couldn't even see him. We couldn't even get a glimpse of him. So why was this scripted? I don't know. Why weren't the police taking action? I don't know anything. Everyone was furious. Everyone was very furious.
Meanwhile, fans in other cities urged authorities to ensure proper planning and security, saying no football lover should ever go through such an experience again.
So you saw the chaotic scenes that unfolded during Messi's event in Kolkata at the Salt Lake Stadium. The visitors and politicians were all over. And they've now, viewers, what is happening is that the politicians are into blame game. West Bengal governance is being now under scanner over the mismanagement. Main organizer has now been arrested. Is being blamed for money making with the exponentially priced tickets now that have gone to waste. But also, BJP is also training its guns on the ruling TMC for the absolute breakdown of law and order. Take a look.
Thousands of fans were left frustrated at Kolkata's Salt Lake Stadium on Saturday after the much-anticipated visit of Argentine football player Lionel Messi was cut short at a ticketed event. Video circulating on social media showed the consequent chaos sparked upon the event being cut short. Spectators were seen breaking barricades, throwing bottles and chairs, and venting inside the stadium. The event's mismanagement garnered negative reactions and outrage from people beyond the audience. Prominent politicians in the state too had a word to say on the matter. The BJP, for one, ripped into West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and her Trinamool party for such complete mismanagement. The BJP slammed TMC over mismanagement and alleged that the audience have been looted by the prices of the tickets.
पैसे की इसमें लूट हुई है 5,000-8,000 रुपये की टिकट भी बेची गई उसमें टिकट की भी कालाबाजारी हुआ इसमें करप्शन हुआ मतलब तृणमूल कांग्रेस रहेगा और करप्शन नहीं होगा ये तो हो नहीं सकता इसमें भी करप्शन हुआ बोतल जेब होके वो भी तृणमूल के लोग हैं अरूप विश्वास के लोग बोल रहे हैं लोग कि अरूप विश्वास के लोग हैं तो पूरा मेसी का मेज बना के रख दिया तृणमूल कांग्रेस ने और तृणमूल कांग्रेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन
that this is causing global embarrassment to us all because Messi is a global sporting icon. Obviously, thousands and thousands and thousands of people will come to see him. They have paid huge money for watching him, for being part of the event. They will want a glimpse of him. They will want to see him. So adequate arrangements, adequate security is necessary. But all of that was missing. And to then make it worse, inept leaders of TMC wanting favors for themselves and their family were surrounding Messi, denying fans their rightful opportunity.
Rajiv Kumar, the director of the West Bengal Police, in a press conference, addressed the incident as he claimed that the main event organizer had been subsequently arrested.
We have already detained the main organizer. We are taking action so that this mismanagement does not go unpunished. And we will see that the fans, that's our expectation, that the fans should be adequately compensated.
This is as he goes on to add that the government has already constituted a committee that will look into all aspects, including whether there was any mismanagement on the organizer's side or anything else. Additionally, the organizer is reportedly giving in writing to those who are concerned that the tickets which have been sold should be refunded.
We have already told the organizer, we will persuade him, he is giving in writing to the whomsoever concerned that the tickets which have been sold, they should be refunded because there was not much of this thing was done.
And that's not all. Additional Director General Law and Order Javed Shamim acknowledged the gravity of the situation of unrest, as he said that those responsible for the chaos at the stadium will have action taken against them accordingly.
For this thing that has happened today at Salt Lake Stadium will be punished, and all kind of action will be taken against the concerned authorities.
As did Rajiv Kumar, Shamim also spoke of how chief organizer Satyadru Datta has been arrested already, and that the second part of the investigation, that is the FIR, has been launched as well.
FIR has been lodged, और जो chief organizer है, he has been arrested. ठीक है? In the meantime, no, he's been arrested.
Governor C.V. Ananda Bose also slammed the event organizers as callous, as he blames them to have commercially exploited Messi's visit with a money-making ticket scheme.
The pell-mell that has taken place today, this has been the result of very bad management. See, the organizer who conducted this event did not take any precautions which are necessary while holding such large congregations.
All eyes are now on the Messi visit, the further updates of the visit as it continues, and how the West Bengal governance takes this ahead.
Meanwhile, viewers down south, the glow of faith, devotion and a centuries-old tradition now finds itself at the center of a fierce legal and political storm now. Tiruparakan, the hill in Tamil Nadu, long revered by devotees, has become a flashpoint over the past few days. The right to light the sacred Kartigai Deepam at Hilltop Murugan Temple. Now, what began as a matter of religious practice escalated into courtroom battles and political confrontation. Hindu groups demanding the right to light the Deepam at the ancient Deepatun, the pillar, staged a silent protest earlier today, asserting what they call a long-standing tradition rooted in faith. Here's more. For years, the Tiruparakundram hill in Tamil Nadu has been a site of complete faith and devotion. But the calm broke apart after Hindu groups demanded the right to light the Kartigai Deepam lamp at the hilltop, a community rallying for their rights. Earlier today, Hindu groups gathered and observed a silent protest demanding the right to light the Deepam at the Hilltop Murugan temple.
Yesterday, during the hearing at the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court, a petition asked for a silent protest and a full-day fasting to be held by the local people of the Tiruparakundram Hill. As you can see, the protest started exactly at 9 a.m. and it is set to go on till 5 p.m. till today, and the same will continue tomorrow as well. The board literally says after the court orders, as the government decided not to light the lamp on the top of the hill, they are doing a fasting protest and a complete silent protest. The important being no political interferences in this particular protest that is to be held by the local people of Tiruparakundram Hill. It is also stated that not even one person belonging to any political party or any religious party that have been raising voices or the community will be joining them.
The point of contention that arose in the Madras High Court earlier was over the existence of the Deepatun, the ancient stone lamp pillar. Settling the plea, the two-bench judge ruled that no further intervention petitions will be accepted in the issue of lighting lamps at the Deepatun. At the center of controversy, the temple dispute began after Justice Swaminathan of the Madras High Court had passed an order allowing devotees to light the lamp. A judgment that was passed in favor of Hindus invited backlash, and an impeachment motion introduced in Lok Sabha by as many as over 100 MPs. From the DMK to the AIMIM to the Congress to the Samajwadi Party, the opposition unitedly rallied against an order favouring Hindus. "56 former judges have signed a petition backing Justice Swaminathan. What is appalling is how the opposition flocked to have the judge removed and the DMK challenging the Hindu side.
ஊர் மக்கள் சார்பா அடையாள உண்ணாவிரதம் தான் இருக்கிறோம்.
So as you can see, this particular person is living in Tirupurakkundram. As he says, even after the High Court had passed an order, the government has not lit the lamp, and their only demand is that the lamp should be lit on the top of the hill of Tirupurakkundram, where Kashi Vishwanathan temple is and where the Deepathunda pillar, which is said to be light the lamp, was built centuries ago, is what their demand is.
As the legal and political storm intensifies, the question at the heart of the Deepam dispute remains unchanged. Can a centuries-old religious tradition be curtailed by administrative doubt?
MDH की